Good morning and welcome to Cincy Lifestyle on this Tuesday, December 22nd. Mona has the day off, so it's another father-daughter Cincy Lifestyle rendition. Good morning, Clyde.
Good morning, Allie. You know, this should be kind of like a national holiday, or at least a local citywide holiday, don't you think?
I am A-okay with that if everybody else is. And I will say, Christmas, speaking of holidays, Christmas has actually kind of come a little bit earlier. Do you know why for this city?
Yeah, that's why we should be celebrating, right?
No, the Bengals won yesterday. They beat the Steelers 27-17. Can't believe it. Oh my goodness, this is the second largest upset in Monday Night Football, and quite an embarrassing evening for the Steelers. But it's a great day for us to be Cincinnatians.
Yeah, I think we're hooping and hollering a little bit too much about this. You know,
Yeah.
Vince Lombardi once said about end zone celebrations, act like you've been there before. So,
Hey, you know, we'll take what we can get. Christmas is around the corner. Our quarterbacks have been down, so congrats to Ryan Finley. You got to give him props there.
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, talking about Christmas being close, you done with your gift shopping?
Yes, most of it. We're more experience givers, but overall, yes, I actually am.
Okay, all right, because a whole lot of folks right now are scratching their heads trying to figure out the last minute stuff. And there's some things I think people ought to at least consider. Now, they're a little on the quirky side, admittedly, but I got a couple of ideas here. See if any of these appeal to you. First and foremost, let's try the Jerky of the Month Club. That's right.
Wow.
Each month they deliver, they say, a mouth-watering selection of hard-to-find artisan-style jerkies. Okay, that's a dead giveaway, artisan-style jerkies.
I want to know how you get into the jerky. Who qualifies to be a part of the Jerky of the Month Club?
Well, you know what, there is a month club website out there. I'll let you go look for it, but yes, you can get Jerky of the Month. Okay, number two.
Number two.
Allie, I know that you're very much aware and concerned about the environment, so you can, or if someone you love is equally concerned, they can adopt a three-toed sloth. That's right, for $55, you get a sloth plush, an adoption certificate, and the sense that you have helped the species survive.
A three-toed, this may be a silly question, but I actually don't know how many toes sloths normally have.
I don't
so
either.
So if that's a special, if that's a great win, sure, I'm in.
Okay, all right, so there's that. Now, here's the one that I think has warmed a lot of hearts and maybe some other parts of the anatomy too. It's a warm water bidet brought to you by Our Tushy Spa. It's an attachment that you put on your appropriate plumbing fixtures that provides, they say, a refreshing stream of clean water after you handle your business, and offers both temperature and pressure control, Allie. It's easy to install, they say. You can save money, you can save on our precious natural resources, all while staying pristine.
I have to admit, I think that's my favorite of the three, and for some reason, I feel like the Jerky of the Month Club should be packaged with the bidet, but that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of neck and neck there, right?
Yes, now we just need a tried by Clyde and get back to us on that.
I'm going to tell you, I am very tempted to get this install your own warm water bidet. I keep hearing about I was about to say joys, wrong word, the benefits of bidets.
Hey, I think it's a great gift. Please let us know. I'm all about it. And we will be continuing. This could be your new holiday tradition. And we're going to continue with these holiday traditions because there are several staple holiday traditions we all seem to love in our tri-state. And one of them is geared toward the entire family, and that is the Behringer-Crawford Museum. So join us as we take a visit to learn more about their holiday setup this year. Outside the Behringer-Crawford Museum and moving into the holidays, we're used to seeing all of the train collections. Now there are still some in there, but there's a new addition, Lego.
Lego. It's an iconic toy that has built its way into our childhoods and, let's be real, into adulthood too. It's literally and figuratively building blocks into creativity, and it's near impossible not to be in awe of elaborate creations like so. That's why the Behringer-Crawford Museum has partnered with OKI LEGO Users Group to display some of these wonders.
People can expect to see LEGO in various designs. We have a winter display, we have our Harry Potter displays, we also have some creative mosaics, we have minifigures, we have hats, we have sport logos, and we have designs built specifically here for the Behringer-Crawford Museum. A display of Big Bone Licks State Park with mammoths, and it actually uses an actual mammoth tooth in the display.
And some displays, like the Biltmore and the Quidditch Pitch, have hundreds of thousands of Lego, which really forces you to look closely.
Check this out. Snape, he's on fire. Watch this. That's awesome. It's all about the details, guys. The finer details of things.
Even take the Hogwarts house shields, for example, each made with very small 1x1 Lego bricks. So that equates to a lot of time and many sore thumbs. But stepping back and admiring these masterpieces, I still can't help but have this fear. And it also makes me wonder if OKI LEGO Users Group ever feels the same.
Absolutely, all the time. And whenever we have a show, we have our club members there to try and encourage people not to touch. We have had accidents where things have broken during a show, and we take the time and we repair them. And again, that's the nice thing about Lego. It comes apart, it goes back together. That's the whole point of it.
Lego really is a blank slate of creativity, and what can be done with Lego is what the Behringer-Crawford and OKI LEGO Users Group wants visitors to explore. These holiday collections are just the beginning to a bright partnership. Down the road, you can expect to see more Lego collections along with future hands-on experiences.
So it's just a chance to see a variety of things and to learn both what can be done and what maybe you can do with Lego.
All right, Allie, I'm gonna bite. Which one was your favorite? What was the one that made you drop your jaw?
So this was easy for me. It was for sure the Quidditch Pitch. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. So when I turned that corner when I first entered with all my equipment, and I saw the pitch and the elaborate detail that came with it, I was just in pure awe. And then seeing the Biltmore was just as incredible and amazing. And I'm thinking, as I'm looking at these, I know I kind of went a little dark in the segment in the package of having, that scene where Buddy the Elf comes crashing into the Legos. But I couldn't stop thinking, this is so much time and effort goes into creating these that I would hate to see something like that happen, because they were large and they were vast and just thousands and thousands of pieces involved. And one of the things that Jeff was telling me, which I didn't really think about, because we always say Legos, that the plural of Lego is Lego. It's not Legos. I don't know why that also really stuck with me too. So, but the Quidditch Pitch was my all-time favorite.
So you'd have to imagine, Allie, that when people come through, they are as concerned about not causing a problem as you are, right?
You would think so, and that's why they do have the plexiglass around it as well for those big, vast ones. And a lot of them are in curated shelving, containers. And then they did have that big minion, which was really cool, that was on display, but that was hefty and really heavy, so that would take a lot. But there are close to probably 20 different Lego displays there now, and this is really nice. It's a great way for them to transition. Most people are used to seeing all the trains, and there are still a couple there. But they want to expand this Lego collection, and once COVID's over, really make it much more hands-on for kids and adults too, because Lego is just really fun to get those creative juices flowing. So it was a really nice addition, and if you want to check out more details in terms of their times and ticket prices, just go to bcmuseum.org.
Okay. All right, Allie, great report. We enjoyed it with you. All right, have you heard about the town of Ripley, Ohio? It's a riverfront community that has several houses on the National Registry of Historic Places. We took a tour.
Welcome to the Collins House. We're here in Ripley, Ohio, in one of his historic houses right on the riverbank. My husband and I, Jerry, have owned this house for about 35 years now. We'd gone through old houses before, and we were kind of disappointed with what some people had done with them in restoring them. And so when we came across this one, and it had simply been gutted and was ready to be worked on, it really caught our fancy because we felt like we could work on it and try to restore it to the time period that it should have been. We've had 35 years of playing with this house, and the exciting part was that I got to go to auctions and furnish it then. The town is a very small river town, but there's lots of history because of being on the Ohio River, which was the opening to this part of the country. And so there is a lot of history here, and over the years we've found out about all the people that were involved as the abolitionists, and the house that we bought has the plaque on the front that tells you that the person that lived in this side of the house at one point was Thomas Collins, and he was part of the abolitionist cause. This side of the house, as I mentioned, belonged to Thomas Collins, and it would have been divided in at least 2 rooms, and they said he used part of this for his showroom, for his cabinets and things that he made. As you walk through the house here, this opening had been bricked in when the house was divided on 2 sides for 2 brothers, and this doorway was later opened up then so you could go from side to side. We chose to try to redo the house and decorate it and furnish it in more or less the furnishings that would be appropriate to the mid-1800s. So that's kind of been our goal in furnishing the whole house and decorating it. In early days, the doorways in the upstairs would not have had a hallway. It would have simply gone through another bedroom. This floor, when we bought it, had oak 4-inch flooring on it across it, which would have been at a later date than 1820. So when we took that flooring off, here was this flooring underneath that had never been shellacked, never been sealed, never been varnished, and there was dirt in the cracks. So we cleaned it all up and sealed it up. So this is the original floor. We do know that in the 1937 flood, the water was up 3/4 the way in the 2nd-story windows. Now, it doesn't flood all the time like it used to in the 1800s and the early years, but in 1997, we did have a flood that we had about 2.5 feet of water on our first floor. Fortunately, at that time, we had just kind of started our renovations, so we didn't have a lot of things we could worry about then. Well, some of the challenges, because my husband and I basically did it all ourselves. At one point, my husband tied himself to the chimney and scraped the metal roof and painted it again the one summer. Since then, we've had the whole roof replaced professionally, though.
Lovingly restored. Now, coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, explaining the science behind the COVID-19 treatment, a doctor from Johns Hopkins University and a star baseball player have teamed up to explain what convalescent plasma is and how it can help people. That is, recover from coronavirus. We got all that and a whole lot more just a few minutes away. Actually,
Visions of sugar plums may be dancing in your head this holiday season, but one cannot live solely on sugar plums. So here with quick foods for a healthier holiday season is registered dietitian Shelly Marie Redmond. Shelly, welcome back. We know the holidays can be busy, so let's start with a seasonal favorite that you can make in 60 seconds.
That is so correct, Allie. I am super jazzed to be here because we got some simple tips. So everybody at home, grab that pen and paper because we are going to walk through how to stay healthy throughout the holiday season. And I'm going to start with a super famous holiday staple, and that is the sweet potato. So with some great news to share, we can have the sweet potato on our weeknights and for our holiday feast, made simpler with our friends from Honest Earth mashed sweet potatoes. Now, what I love about this product, and plus it's brought to you by the potato experts at Hot Idahoan, and what's great about this, it contains simple kitchen ingredients. So, sweet potatoes, real butter, brown sugar. And mamas are gonna rejoice because there's no artificial colors, flavors or preservatives. And of course, these are full of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and a little bit of fiber, which we all love because it keeps us full. But we're gonna shop, like you said. So we can beginner shop. Okay, so we can take this pouch, which is absolutely fantastic, throw it in our microwave over there for 60 seconds. We can put it in our serving bowl. You could doctor it up. You saw I added a little bit of butter to it. Super awesome for a weeknight meal. Now, if you want to advance chef and really impress maybe yourself if you're not having a lot of guests on Christmas morning or New Year's morning, you can make these great sweet potato waffles with whipped topping and a little berry combo.
So, with that said, it's so easy to be tempted around the holidays with a lot of sweet treats, and there's cookies and candies. What would you recommend to try to keep us on track that's still also tasty?
Right, so an easy grab are our premier protein shakes. Very, very easy. You can kind of see that they're already made. So these are the perfect, nutritious, and delicious grab and go for the holiday season. So let's talk nutrition. So one of our shakes, 160 calories, 30 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar. It does have antioxidants C and E, which help support a healthy immune system. But like you said, the best thing is if we can grab this, bring it to work. We can have it in our tote while we're holiday shopping. And while folks are snacking, there's such awesome flavors. And that's really what I love about this line. Is yes, they have the chocolate and vanilla, but they have really cool flavors like cinnamon roll, cookies and cream, caramel, banana. So it really gives you that, ooh, this really tastes good. But I gotta share with you my favorite thing to do, and that is to take my coffee, to get a little holiday spirit with my cinnamon roll premier protein shake, pour it in there, grab my slippers, and go in front of that TV and watch me one of those cheesy Christmas movies. I know we love them.
I love it. You had me at cinnamon rolls and waffles and cheesy holiday films.
Yeah, you can get some super easy recipes at premierprotein.com.
Well, Shelly, this has always been a pleasure to talk with you, and happy holidays.
Could the antibodies found in recovered COVID patients be used as a treatment for the disease or even prevent it? Well, researchers at Johns Hopkins are trying to find out and are seeking volunteers to participate in 2 clinical trials. And joining us to discuss this is star baseball player from the Philadelphia Phillies, Didi Gregorius, and Dr. Shmuel Shoham of the Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine. Thank you both for joining us. And I'm going to jump right in. What exactly, Doctor, is the antibody-rich plasma, and why is it important for have an outpatient treatment?
So people that have had coronavirus have antibodies in their bloodstream, and we can get that antibody through a part of the blood called plasma. Then we can give that plasma as sort of an instant vaccine to people that have been exposed or people that have an infection but aren't quite yet sick enough to be in the hospital. And we're doing a couple of studies to find out if doing that is enough to prevent people from requiring hospitalization. People that have been exposed in the past few days to somebody with coronavirus, we can give them plasma and see if it helps to keep them from getting the infection in the first place. And then people that already have the infection but aren't sick enough to be in the hospital, we can see if plasma is effective at stopping it in its track.
Well, this is really important. So how can people sign up, and who exactly are you looking for the trials?
So we have centers across the country that are partnering with us on this, including at the University of Cincinnati. And you can go to covidplasmatrial.org, covidplasmatrial.org, or call 888-506-1199 and then find out if the study is right for you, and if you can do something to potentially help yourself, and then more importantly, help the community, help the country, and help the world.
All right, Didi, tell us about the need for volunteers and why you jumped on board and why it's important to participate in this trial.
You know, the need for volunteers is more so we can have more info and see if this trial actually worked, like Doc was saying, you know. So, and me, a person that have a chronic kidney disease that prevent me from going far, like you were saying, like prevent me from going to the hospital or something like that, you know. So the more info we get, the more people we get to do the trial. and it gets us to more info to be where we want to be, you know. So one hand is going to help the other one out. So I think we're good for everybody to join and, you know, to get it going.
All right, and tell me where we can go for more information about the trials.
If you want to get more info about the trial, they can go to covidplasmatrial.org. That's where you can get most of the information out, and hope we can see you to join.
Thank you so much, Dee Dee and Dr. Shoham. We appreciate you talking to us, and thanks for your important work that you're doing. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more Cincy Lifestyle on the other side of the break. Plus, be sure to check us out on Instagram. We post all kinds of polls, questions, and behind-the-scenes pictures while we're out in the community. Follow us on Instagram, Cincy Lifestyle, at Cincy Lifestyle, I should say. We'll be right back. Like flowers seeking the sun, our antennas quest into the universe for more signals. Hey, look, it's going to be cloudy out there for a little while longer, but they'll thin out by this afternoon. The temperatures are going to be up in the mid-40s. We sure do appreciate you stopping by with us for this Tuesday, December 22nd. And we'd also appreciate you checking in with us online via some of those online platforms that you see there. Or you can go old school and give us a call. That works too. But whatever you do, we appreciate you watching, and we hope that you make it a great day.
Thanks for watching our video. If you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, make it a great day.